not. I don't know. Let's just see if I have more time. No face cam today because I didn't shave yet. So yeah, I'm sweaty. I am just hurt. But I just ate, so I can't really run in the bathroom and get myself washed up because yeah, my tum tum will hurt. But it's still kind of hurting because I overate. Oh wow. Anyways, I want to show you this cool drawing. I don't think you can see it properly. Great. I don't think y'all can even see it. It's kind of sad. Basically, hold on, let me take this out of charge. I have this new charger which works so fast and it's so cool. Okay, let me just push this to the side so you can get better lighting. Now, I don't know if you can see this carefully. I'm sorry if you can't see it. Great. This is supposed to be a really cool video, and then I can't even make sure the video, I can't even make sure the camera focuses. Great, I'm stupid. Okay, but anyways, here we go. I know it doesn't look like much because it's not focused. I think I should make a separate video on this because I can only focus the camera when I'm using the camera app. For some reason, I can't use the focus feature over here for some reason. Like, I'm making it very still, and it does not want to focus. I'm sorry if that's a problem. Well, sorry about that. I guess I have to zoom in right close. But basically, it's a very light drawing. That's the thing. If I darken it a bit, it will be better. But the only issue is that I don't want to ruin this picture. It's a girl. It's basically a very different drawing. Normally, I draw my females with more of a pointy chin or a very curved chin, but very, very hard cheekbone normally. This time around is very different. As you can see if you look very carefully, the cheeks over here are very round. Even the chin, it's like, it's so soft, you know? It's so soft. Basically, she has some freckles on. She has some little rosy little blush points. I think that's what you call it. I'm gonna call it that. Her hair is basically like this, you know, because I kind of like this hairstyle for drawing some females now. I've been using it a lot. It's basically like, it's very similar to locks, but at the same time, it's uh, just very different, you know? I can't even draw it properly, so that's why it looks a bit untidy, but maybe I can do a better draft and neaten it up. Anyways, as you can see, she has some big tattoos. It just it's so big. I drew it very lightly, however, so you can't really see how big it is, but it's pretty big if you look very carefully. I didn't draw the full body because I don't know why I didn't do that. That's my bad, okay? My bad. But of course, I can, rework it on a separate page. I have a lot of extra pages, so anyways, as we see, uh, the arms look pretty good. Okay, I'm sorry, it's just not focusing. Let's put this even closer and see if it focuses. Nope, not even focusing. This is so pathetic, I'm sorry. But anyways, as you can see, there's no hand. The hand just stops over here because for the past 3 years, I've been struggling with drawing hands. I think that's the only thing I struggle with. When it comes to legs, I can easily draw that down the thighs and whatnot. You know, uh, maybe that needs a bit more rework, but I'm pretty much happy to do that. When it comes to hands, I still struggle till this day. I can't draw a proper hand, which is so sad, I need to keep practicing, that's the best part. Practicing makes things perfect. That's why my draft is always incomplete and because it's impossible for me to draw hands. Imagine that, a wannabe artist draw and but anyway, she looks very beautiful, Um, she has a flat stomach. She doesn't look that fat, I know her cheeks, it makes her look very fat, but no, she's just thick, not fat. Okay, so she's supposed to be a character. one of my characters, but she wears a red coat, so you can't really see her face. It's normally covered up in with darkness because the coat has um, a what do you call it? A cover, so it can cover your head, so you won't really get to see what's on her face, you know. But anyways, she does look very beautiful. Okay, very squishy, you know, has some very squishy uh, stuff. Okay, now I will do a proper drawing with this and maybe, you know, try my best to neaten up the air and of course draw the legs and maybe give her a small dress. That's basically all I can do, to be honest. That's all I can actually do. Anyways, as you can see, it's just not the best right now because I drew it with pencil. Drawing with pencil is much better than anything on a digital tablet. That's my honest truth, you know? Because when I draw on tablets, sometimes it's very pointy, or sometimes I try to make it curvy. It isn't the best, you know? But this is perfect, you know? I guess you need the right tablet because on my old Samsung Tab 4, which still works, it just needs a power button and maybe a new battery because the battery keeps going off random times. But basically, the power button, I did a lot of videos on this. The power button is just not working, you know? So yeah, it's completely stuck. Let's just see what happens. Drawing these sexy characters, wow, it takes a lot of work. Okay, hold on, I'll be back. I have it on the other table. Now, I need to get one of those filing cabinets because having the paper out and open is just as bad. Because, well, it's just as bad as just throwing paper away, I guess, because a lot of dust they do collect, and also, you know, like, what if it's on my table? So I'm just gonna move this. And I do have this, by the way, I want to show y'all this. I should have titled the video properly. I want to show y'all this. I want to show y'all this, and I want y'all to read the dates. Okay? Look at this. February 2nd. February 2nd. And, okay, look what's this. I saved this paper when my mother saved it, like the beginning of the year. But, when I was looking for my plushie drawer, basically, I was cleaning that and I saw this paper on it, on my plushies, and then I looked at it and I'm realizing, holy crap, look at this. Look at this. This was February. Okay, the article was made in February. Basically, it states that it approves this for COVID, and people were saying it's just horse medicine. It's both for humans and animals. Okay, it's for treating what, parasites. Okay, I'm just saying, you know, it's kind of strange how the media literally anti-ivermectin. Am I allowed to even say it? You know, like they literally made this, they literally demonized this specific medicine. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's so sad to see them do such a thing, you know? Like, why? Is it because Big Pharma is paying you or something? Because this can really help a lot of people. This is why people wanted it in this country, you know? I'm just saying, I saved the article. Thank goodness my mother saved it first, but I'm continuing to save it. I have a few drawings over here of some hot girls, so let's just show y'all, okay? Now, I don't want to upset all my drawings because the way I piled them up, you know, like, you know, in a plus symbol. So, yeah, okay. I have a few drawings of different monsters and animals and whatnot. Okay, here we go. Here's the hot whammon. Let's go. So, ignore this, this draft drawing. It's just scribbles. The reason why I saved it was because of this little thing over here. I'm sure I can get some use out of it. Uh, Holy moly, I think I did show y'all this, so I'm sorry if y'all get to see this repeat. It's a repeat, everybody, a repeat. But I think I should make one for my main channel. Anyways, as you can see, this one, she looks pretty beautiful. Look at that. I think I actually need to work on the face a bit more. But honestly, the clothing she's wearing is perfect. Some comic, but I feel like I should just split them up into different comics because I have a lot of comic ideas from a lot of superhero stuff, and I feel like they can be either villains or heroes, you know? She looks like a Mayam, but honestly a very sexy one. She's not a Mayam though. Uh, okay. Ta-da, look at those hips. Those hips. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, this is just a draft drawing. Now this is one of my interesting. Okay, this is a draft. This is a proper one. Yeah, you can't really see that much because it's not focusing, which I'm very sorry. I can't fix anything. For some reason, the app does not want to focus. I keep clicking on focusing. It doesn't want to do that. It's kind of sad, really. Then we have this one. I don't know what is this. When did I actually do it? I wish I wrote the dates. Now, I like this one. I like the hairstyle a lot. As you can see, she's wearing some nice outfits, okay? But I feel like I should divide these characters up and put them up in different character situations rather than put them all in one go. Now, this one looks very beautiful. Look at that. That big ass. Oh, wow. I love the hairstyle, I love the face. I think the face is very well done, you know? Uh, this one, I don't know, to be honest. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's like she has no privates whatsoever. Wow. Her head is very small, though. Then we have this. She looks a bit too manly, but I'm sure I can just, make her a bit more tough and fix that face a bit. But you know what? Not that bad. Not that bad at all. Then we have this one. Ooh, this one is my favorite. Ooh, I know why I feel when I want to say this one's my favorite. Because it is one of my favorite drawings. Look at that face. You can't see it so much, but honestly, as you can see the hand, it looks like a fucking paw. It's not supposed to be like that. But since it's like some kind of character, I feel like I can just give them these random body parts because it doesn't really matter. But this, the face, the softness of this, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. Um, so anyways, that's just a draft. And holy moly, does she look very wicked. Look at this. I feel like you can see this more because of the pen mark. But wow, she looks like a lizard. With that smile. Those boobs, This is not the perfect thing. As you can see, I never continued the legs, because I guess, you can't really draw the full body in a paper like this unless you actually, draw the characters a bit smaller to fit them in. I didn't really do that. What I did with most of these characters is I kind of traced over each other, giving them different types of faces and whatnot. Look at this. Look at this. Look at her. Ain't she so happy? Ain't she? Look at that. Anyways, I think that's all the drawings I have. No matter how expensive it is, I have to get one. You may be thinking, what about my drawers? If I have any, my cupboards. Well, I do have cupboards. But the only issue with that stuff, either toys or something else, Plus, I share a room, so it's not really easy for me to put everything over there. But anyways, let's just put this over here. Ta-da. Okay, so I showed you that article on ivermectin. Hope you all understand that this article was literally an old article this year, by the way, but for some reason when Joe Rogan took ivermectin, people started calling him a liar for some reason, even though that actually helps, because once again, people in this country wanted it. They wanted it, But it seems like these days you gotta show for a bigger type of medicine, rather than use the things we have already. Now, I'm not going to dive into that conversation because that's a very important conversation we need to talk about somewhere else. I'm not going to waste my time talking about that. Please understand, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm trying to be thoughtful. This is kind of insane that, these fucking shills are now literally changing the definition of fully vaccinated as well, which my mother is very surprised. I don't want to talk about personal issues, but wow, she's very surprised. I've been telling her that for a few weeks now, but now they made it official. That means you get a booster shot every like 9 months or so. Y'all should watch Morning Shot if you want to know South African news. Morning Shot, Chris Wyatt, Ronaldo Coase. Anyone else tell me any other South Africans? You should watch them, as long as they're not full-blown social justice warriors. Because yes, in South Africa we also have social justice warriors. The university teachers, lecturers, and whatnot. Journalists. We have so much of journalists. These I can't even say it. Urinalists. Urinalists. This. Yeah, we have plenty of them in our country. Plenty of them. They for total lockdowns, they for all these other things. Now, I don't think all these journalists are like this, but many of them are, which is very sad, you know? It's like we can't escape fake news these days, right? Am I right? Anyways, enough about this. I need to make my list of being a waifu. Okay, this list is gonna be about Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, and we're gonna play a little game. I'll make a video on this for the main channel explaining a bit more in detail. I'm doing it behind the scenes. Basically, for everything I get right, I will get marks on, you know? Basically, I am predicting this is just for the trailers that's about to come all together. Basically, we're going to get another trailer. 90% chance we're getting another trailer for Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. An actual trailer this time on the Game Awards, just like last year they did for Rise. So it does make sense that it's best to predict a lot of things. So I'm gonna be predicting a few types of stuff. For instance, we're gonna get more on the flagship monster, Malzeno, the Dracula Elder Dragon, which is so cool. We're gonna possibly see um, we're gonna possibly see more on the actual land, possibly get a name of the broken castle that we saw in the teaser trailer. I don't know what you're gonna call it, but we can get the name of uh, castle locale, because it does make sense. Possibly the base, we're gonna possibly see our new base. All about that base, everyone. Okay, now I'm giving points 10, 20, 10. I'm doing this because I want to reward myself with totally a bogus piece of points, because honestly, I'm not getting anything out of it, but I want to make this fun, to be honest. Anyways, a new base. Basically, a new base is going to be, for those of you who don't know, Monster Hunter, there's always a village or something where it's kind of like your safe zone. You get to buy materials, craft armor, talk to the villagers or whatnot. And this time around, we're going to be getting a castle because it's going to be medieval themed. So that's going to be pretty good. Well, Western yokai. In other words, it's going to be very much based on European mythology. All of the monsters going to be based off European mythology. It makes sense to have a castle that, you know, because hey, medieval, you know. Anyways, moving on. Okay, we are gonna get possibly one returning monster in the trailer. I'm gonna say one returning monster. We're gonna possibly get three new monsters, small and large, regardless. It's going to be three monsters. I'm just assuming, okay? I'm just assuming. So, yeah. Yep, that's how my writing is. You should see how my writing is on schoolwork. Like, time to time, I would write on the lines and it would float, the writing would float up or or sink down when I was writing. Like, my writing evolved so terrible, you know? It used to be one of the most untidy writings in class, and then it became the worst writings in history. Okay. People kept telling me I should chapter, which it is triple and writing. Yeah. Okay, so I gave a lot of points. This is going to be 10 points. So the next thing is basically one of the new monsters could be a brute wyvern, possibly a brute wyvern. We only had two brute wyverns in the game. It'd be cool to have another brute wyvern. This is going to be for 30 points because they possibly might introduce new characters. New characters. No matter how many it is. Characters. Character or characters. Regardless, a new character is worth looking at. Regardless, one or many, I'm getting 30 points. The next thing is obviously for 10 points, which is possibly another flying wyvern. Flying wyvern. The next one is going to be... Oh my gosh, I feel so bad now because y'all can't see my writing. Y'all can't see how terrible my writing is. You know, YouTube needs to fix this. Is there any options on screen? Okay, I'm looking. Okay, okay. No, it's only for thumbnail editing, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I don't see any other option for zooming in, so I'm very sorry. Anyways, I feel like I need to sneeze. Ah, so a flying wyvern, possibly one flying wyvern, but I never really specified the amount. Possibly a fanged wyvern, a new fanged wyvern. Now, it has to be new. I won't get the points. Let me specify. Regardless if it's a returning one, I can't get the points, unless it actually is new. Possibly, let me just put this here, new. Um, we might get to see more on. Okay, I doubt this will happen, but I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put 1 point because this is so pointless. Uh, Shogun, you might see more on Shogun, Shianata. They showed us this on the event Tokyo Game Show, but it was just a small clip. But you might get to see more gameplay on him. What else? Regular Shianata. Uh, Plus, I'm gonna say two. Now, they might not really show this very close up, but they might just gloss over this when they're showing different parts of the land, of the locale. Basically, it's going to be we're gonna see a lot of small monsters in like hidden small monsters. Like in the Rise trailers, we saw like so many small monsters, like the Kestodon and whatnot. Like you have to look very carefully to notice it. Small monsters. Plus 3 points. Not really something big. This is gonna be something simple, so I'm gonna put 10 points, which is endemic life. Endemic life, if you don't know, in the Monster Hunter series now it's a thing where you can use the endemic life to assist you in hunting. Basically, these small little creatures, they aren't monsters, I guess, but they basically can help you in anything possible. They're like animals, basically. What else? We might get to see more on the old locales that we already have. I can't even spell properly. Old locales. Okay. Get to see more gameplay on old locales. Anyways, now they did say in the leaks that there's going to be five stages, additional stages. In my mind, I think one is going to be for Elder Dragon fighting an Elder Dragon fighting zone for the end game Elder Dragon. Another is going to be an arena. Another is going to be where you have a rampage. So I feel like we're going to get more on the story for Malzeno, the flagship monster. So okay, they might talk about it just a bit more. Possibly might get more rampages. So yeah, we go. Now these cost a lot of points. So there we go. Anyways, what else? More rampages. Speaking about those additional stages, I did say that there were five of them in the leaks, but plans could change. They could add more, or could even have less. But regardless, we're gonna take it as it is. As I said, Elder Dragon endgame area, a arena, like a random arena for doing a few event quests and possibly training. What else? A rampage zone. Uh, what else? The castle area, the broken castle, and one more, which is going to be possibly we don't really know if it's going to be a returning area or maybe a new area. But I'm gonna opt for a swamp. I want the swamps to return. Okay, I want the swamps to return. This is gonna pay 100 points. Okay, 100 points. I want the swamps to return because it's a very fun um, area. It's very dark and moldy and whatnot. But I don't know if they'll keep it though, because it's talk about new hunting techniques and whatnot. So I don't know what they plan to do with that. It has to do with wall running or something like that. So I wonder if they might even bring the swamp in. But the swamps don't really have that much on it. It's a very small locale, unless they actually remake that area, which they will do if they bring it back. Anything else? Well, I can predict maybe new types of areas. Maybe a area similar to the guiding lands, like in Iceborne. So let's see. But even if they're gonna have something like this, the guiding lands, something similar, they won't really tease it out in this trailer because I feel like they're gonna all it out just a bit more. G-rank versions of the already returning, I mean, of the already monsters in the base game. So yeah, this is something very basic. So I'm gonna put 1 point. Okay, I gain 1 point, and finally for 2,000 points, 2,000 points. Okay, 2,000 points. Uh, it'll be a 3 minute trailer, around 3 minutes. Doesn't have to be exactly 3 minutes trailer. But if it's like 3 plus, it's totally fine. Anyways, those are very carefully. Okay, yeah, y'all can see it. Pardon the dirt on the windows. I never really cleaned those windows, so yeah. But look at that. Doesn't it look beautiful? Whoa, look at that. You can see some blue in the sky. You get to see some really white clouds. But you know, it's summer. I want it to be summer. I don't care about windy times. I don't want it to be windy. I want it to be hot, 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 hot. You know, this is why the weather is like this, okay? And it's kind of pointless to eat something cold in a very windy time because it's cold, you know, it's iced up. So, you know, it's best to have these different type of conditions, seasons and weather. I really appreciate it. But I just want the days to be very sunny. I can still